Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you guys like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big growing family. Thank you so much for your loving support and your beautiful comments. I would like to mention I do have a private crochet group. You're more than welcome to join in my group as long as you have a profile pic. There's too many hackers going on crochet groups, so we want to be extremely careful on that. I also do have a crochet page. You can follow me. I have Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be listed below the video. You just have to click and get yourself part of the journey with us. In the link also below the video, there's a 2-minute video showing you how to slow down the video. Sometimes I get ahead of my head and I forget that I'm recording. So as a fast crocheter, I try my best, but I do tend to forget that I'm recording. Also, and of course it will show you how to zoom in the stitch and also turn your closed caption on. You could always pause and take notes. I don't write patterns. A lot of you ask me about written patterns. I don't. For those reasons, that's why I decided to record the little video. A lot of you still don't know how to zoom in either your iPod or your tablet or your mobile phone, and these are easy things to do. I use 4-ply 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton is a little bit thicker. Your patterns will become bigger. For the most part, I use 2.75 hooks, sometimes 3, depending upon the project I'm working on. A small hook, and of course a pair of scissors. We are going to get started. Please, if you have not subscribed, please join us. Do so. It's free. You're not paying for any of these tutorials. Giving thumbs up also is free. It hurts you nothing to click that thumbs up button. A lot of you see and a lot of you create my patterns, and I can see that you are not subscribed yet or little enough. Give a thumbs up. It's kind of sad for us because we work so hard for you guys. We ask nothing but to just like and subscribe. If you have opinion suggestions that you would like to see more specifically of a pattern, please let me know. Leave the comment below the video. And sharing is caring, so if you can share the video through your social medias, your WhatsApp, your Messenger, highly appreciated. Thank you so much. I send you guys lots of love. Let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone. So today I'm going to create another oval tulip, similar to this one that I've just launched a few days ago. The difference is going to be on the stitch here. Instead of having these motifs, it's going to be like in squares, okay? So that gives you another option of different style, but the same design, let's say. So very simple. So it's just going to change this area here. And of course, I'll be using different colors. Make sure you look ahead of the video to make sure that I don't make any mistakes. We can correct it on the spot. Usually when I make a mistake, I don't add it. So you guys can see that I make mistakes too. I'm far from being perfect. Probably will never be. But we can correct it without taking it down. Now, of course, if it's at the beginning, then we take it down. It doesn't take that much time. But if you're further up and you made a mistake here and you're all the way over here, we're not going to take all this work down. We're going to work around that mistake and fix it. And it's a way for you guys to learn also. Okay, so I'll be using a 2.75 hook, a small scissors, and a small hook to tuck in loose ends. And for those that missed out on this, I'll leave the link below. And yesterday I had just launched the round Doily that it was a special request also. There's people that are selling them in sets. So anything I can do to help them out, of course, I'm there to help them out. So we're going to get some eventually, probably after I've done the oval one, I'll probably do a round one with the same stitch that will follow with the oval one, okay? So I'm going to be using into the royal blues. A lot of you love the royal blues, and these colors are colors that, you know, they seek a lot of attention. So this is perfect for people that are selling, and you have them displayed, either, you know, on your little store or on the internet or on Facebook if you're selling them and things like that. They're just perfect to pull the attention of everyone, and you'll have great sales for sure. Okay, so be using in the royal blue. This is number 3 color, of course, because my colors go by number. Baby blue, number 1. I'll be using the brown. My tulips will be mixed. I have leftover thread. Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess here. My tulips will be mixed blue, yellows, turquoise, okay? And my tulips probably on the light green, my stands, okay? So, and of course, the off-white, okay? But sometimes I change ideas and I change colors, so we'll see how this goes, okay? Let's get started, everyone. I'm going to start off with my brown, which is number 20, and I'm going to do 58 chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 58. I just want to mention, if you want to make it smaller, you can go 50. Either you do it by 4s, that means 54, or 58. Sorry, what am I talking about? Yes, 54 or 58. So you can do 50. You have to increase the chain by 4s, okay, to get your results, the same results. So I'm going to do 58 on mine. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than the other one I've created, okay? I have my 58 chain. Again, if you want to go bigger, so you can add to 62 and so on. So you keep adding by 4, okay? So now 58. I'm going to come back on my 4th chain. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th chain, and I'm grabbing right in the center. That means leaving 1 loop in the bottom, and we have 2 loops up top. We don't want the pattern to curve. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch, just like that, all the way to the end. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everybody. So I finished doing all my double crochets. Now, including with the 3 chain that we came into the 4th, it's 56 double crochets. But I'm not going to count this very first one because we'll be working inside of it. So I have 55 double crochets, okay? So now I'm going to do 4 chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to come on that very first one with slip stitch, okay? Now I'm going to change my hook to a smaller one because I'm going to work inside of the chain stitch we did. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, and 3. This is a way much smaller one. I should use a little bit bigger than this, but I stretch my thread, and I like working with this hook because it fits well into my tight stitches. So now we're going to do 1 per stitch all the way to the end. That means the 55 double crochets. I'm not counting this 3 chain or the 4 chain at the end here. We'll be working 8 double crochets in there, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so 1 per stitch, and count how many you have, because you have to have the same amount as you have on this side, okay? Okay, everyone, so I've done my 55 double crochets. I'm going to put my hook, or not my hook, my marker on the last one. And this is for you guys because there's always new people in the channel. So here you can put it there on the very first one on the other side. And also on the last one here, just before that 3 chain on the corner. And of course, so we have that 3 chain there. You're going to put it on the other side. So we're not counting that 3 chain or 4 chain we have there at the edge, at the corner. Here obviously is where we start. So you want to put it, you can. Okay, so I've done my 55 double crochets. I'm going to come inside of that 4 chain, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 double crochets. I'm just going to move this to continue and then put my hook back on. So on to the next one. Double crochet. So the increase is 8 inside of that 3 or 4 chain. Some people do 3 chain because their tension is quite loose, so that's okay. And then 1 per stitch, the 55 double crochets again until the other end, and then we'll complete the 8 double crochets also on the 3 chain there, 4 chain I should say. I did 4 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone, so I've reached my last one, doing my double crochet. Then you put your hook back on just to make sure that you don't get confused, lost. Normally I don't, because obviously I know what I'm doing, but because there's always new people and they're learning, they need to understand how this is working out. So I'm coming inside that 4 chain and creating those 8 double crochets again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Closing on that 2nd or 3rd chain. How many you guys did? I don't know, everybody's tension is different. I'm going to come back in again on that same stitch, just because I don't want a big mark going up. Stretching my thread a bit, single, and stretching again 1 chain. So that's my first double crochet. Again, I'm going to complete my 55 double crochets all the way to the end, and then we're going to do the increase on the 8 double crochets. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've done my last double crochet, moved my marker down. So coming inside of that first double crochet of the 8, we're doing an increase of 2 double crochet per stitch. That means we'll be having 16 double crochets here at both edges on each side. Okay, everyone, so pretty much did my increase 2 per stitch, already done this side. And so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm going to close in on my chain, did a single 1 chain with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in, stretch my thread, single, and 1 chain. So I have my first double crochet. Now we're going to build groups of 3 double crochet. next stitch, double crochet, and next stitch, double crochet. So I have my first group of 3 double crochet, 1 chain. I'm going to skip a stitch and coming in the next one, creating those groups again of 3 double crochet, 1 chain, skip a stitch into the next one. And we're going to continue this way all the way to the very last one where we have the marker, which is our 55th double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. We're going to call this row 1. It's going to make things easier for you guys. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I finished my 13th group. I have 13 groups. And it ended exactly where I have my marker. Okay, we're going to do 1 chain. We're coming in that first, remember we have the 2 double crochets. We're not skipping any. We're doing 1 double crochet into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain, into the next double crochet, and again into the next one. So we're creating groups again of 2 and 1 chain. We don't want to skip any double crochets here. We have to have 8 groups at the edges here on the oval. 1 chain space into the next one, double crochet, and double crochet. Oh my goodness, I almost sneezed loud. It just came unexpectedly, but I held it in. Keep grabbing one loop here. So 1 and 2. And we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. Okay, so we're going to have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 6th, my 7th, and my 8th group at the edge. And then we go back into the normal 3 groups that we were doing. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 chain space, skip a stitch into the next one, and create your 13 groups of 3. So you should have 13 groups of 3 on this side, exactly as we have here on this side. And then you should have 8 groups of 2 without skipping any, and 1 chain space between them. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my groups. Now, I've closed in with slip stitch. I've done a single 1 chain, and I'm going to do 2 more. Now, if you're used to doing 3 chain, and then so 1 more, so single and 2 chain. This is what I've done, but you can do your 4 chain or 5 chain as you're used to doing. This will be a double crochet here. I'm going to come inside of that 1 chain space and create my groups of 3 double crochet. So this row 2, we'll call this row 1, row 2. All the way around will be groups of 3 double crochet, including at the edges on the oval. Okay, 1 chain space and 3 double crochets inside of my 1 chain space here, but I'll meet you at the edge. Okay, so I've reached my edge. I've done my 1 chain, so I'm coming in between my 3 double crochets and my 2 double crochet groups and doing 3. 1 chain in between the 2 double crochet groups where we have 1 chain and create 3 double crochet. We're going to do this, the same thing on the other side, creating the groups in between the 2 double crochet groups. So 3 double crochet groups all the way around. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching the end. Remember, we started with that 1 double crochet, so we have to put 2 inside, and that 1 double crochet makes our 3rd. Okay, I'm going to change my thread to the royal blue. Okay, everyone, so you know we have our marker here, so I'm going to do my 3 double crochet groups, single 1 chain, that's my first double crochet, and then 2 more, 1 chain, and then my 3 double crochets until I get to the edge. Then we're going to change up a bit at the edge. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did, so I have 14. Obviously it increases because we did the square. We started with the group and then square, and then groups again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 groups, 1 chain. Now I'm coming in this first space here. That's where we have the 2 groups below, remember? And we're going to do a shell of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet again. Actually, we're not going to do 2 chain, we're going to do 1 chain. I don't know why. So 1 chain, come back in and do your 2 double crochets, 1 chain. So building shells of 2 double crochet, we're going to build 8 shells, 1 chain and 2 more double crochet. So I have 2 already, 1 chain space, and create 2 double crochet, 1 chain and 2 more double crochet. So I have 3. I'm going to complete 8 of them. So I've completed my 8 shells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it finished exactly also on the 2 last groups of 2 that we did. Now I'm going back to my normal 3 groups of 3 double crochet, and I'm going to repeat the same thing at the other end, the 8 shells that we just finished doing. Okay, so I'll meet you at the other end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my row. I have 14 groups of 3 on this side, 14 on this side, and 8 shells on both sides. Okay, so now I'm going to come back in, I'm going to stretch my thread, I'm going to do a single and 1 chain, that's my double crochet, and 1 more for turning. When I come back, I'll complete this group there. So I'm going to continue to do my 3 double crochet groups, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. Okay, until we meet at the edge at our 14th from the previous row. That means I'll meet you here before we did the shell, right? So I'll meet you there on that group. Okay, everyone, so I have 14 created. Of course, I will have 15 because I will need to complete this last one here. So just before the shell, I did my 3 Now I'm going to do my 1 chain. Coming in the shell, I'm doing 2 double crochets. So the edges will be 2 double crochets only. 1 chain into the next 1 chain space and create your 2 double crochet into the shell, 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and proceed this way until your last shell. And I will let you know how many groups of 2 double crochet we have here at the edge. So basically it's just groups of 2, 1 chain space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I should have 15 groups of 2. So I've done my 15 groups of 2, and then we repeat again 1 chain and our 3 double crochet groups. Okay, simple. And just repeat the same thing what we've done on this corner, on this edge. We must repeat it on the next corner. The 15 groups of 2 double crochet, exactly how we did here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I've reached the end. Remember, we started with that 1 double crochet, so I'm going to add 2 inside of the chain space and close it in with slip stitch. So we have 15 groups on this side of 2, 15 on this side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on this side also. So it's perfectly balanced out. Okay. Okay, everyone. So again, we're going to create the groups of 3. So I'm coming in that first space, single 2 chain. I'm creating the 3 double crochet groups, 1 chain space, until we meet our last one, which is the 15th, remember? So I'm going to meet you here at my 15th. Okay, everyone, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I will have 16 because I have the last one to do there when we come around. I believe so. 1 chain. So I'm in between the last 3 double crochets and the 2. So we're going to do groups of 2 again on the edges. I believe I should have 15 groups of 2 double crochet, but I will confirm it once I am done. Okay, so I've done 15 groups of 2. Now I'm going to continue to do, as you can see, it stops right after the groups of 2. Now I'm going to continue to do my groups of 3 until where we have the last 3 double crochets and the 2. Okay. Okay, everyone. So it's 15 groups of 3, 15 groups of 2. Okay, I was already not calculating it properly. Okay, so again, we're going to continue to do the groups of 3. So we must go up. I'm going to come back into the same one, single and 1 chain. Make sure you see it properly. And 1 more for turning. Coming in, doing my groups of 3 double crochet until I hit before the corner of my marker. Okay, so let's just continue to do these groups of 3. Okay, everyone, so done my group between the 3 double crochet and the 2. This row and the next row will be exactly the same thing. So we'll be doing groups of 3 double crochet all the way around. There is no increase, no decrease. It's just groups of 3 double crochet all the way around. On this row and on the next row, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on row 7 also exactly the same thing. So we're just repeating row 7, what we're doing now on this row 6. Okay, and I'm counting row 6 from the very first one we started with the groups of 3, so don't get confused. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end once I've completed row 7 also. Okay, everyone, so I finished doing my 7 rows. Row 6 and 7 are exactly the same groups of 3 all the way around. Okay, coming in with my cream color. So we have the 2 groups here, the 2 double crochet. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to do groups of 3 only at the edge. When we get there, we are doing groups of 4. Okay, but we'll get there when we get there. So coming in, doing 3. Let me just check here. Okay, everyone, so I said cream. I've changed my mind. I'm going in with a baby blue. And I've started my first group of 3 double crochets just until about where we have the 2 groups here. So I'm going to do it until there. I'll let you know how many groups I have all together. Okay, everybody, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 groups of 3. Now I'm going to start to do groups of 4 double crochet, and I'll let you know how many I have done of 4 double crochet when I get to my marker on the other side. 1 chain space between them. So far 1, 2, 3, 4 until I get here, and then I'll let you know. Okay, you guys, so I have 14 groups of 4, and then coming back in with the 3 double crochet groups. And if you realize the last group of 4 is just before the 2 down here, which is where our marker more or less is at. Okay, so I'll meet you here at the next one just to make sure you're on the right track. Okay, everyone, so I have 16 groups on this side also of 3 double crochet, and if you realize the last 3 double crochet is just before that group of 2 down here. Okay, so 1 chain and continue to do your 4 double crochet groups. 1 chain, and again 4 double crochet groups. Okay, after this I'm cutting my thread. Okay, everyone, so coming back in with my brown, and this row will be all about double crochet, so you can start pretty much anywhere because we're cutting the thread after this, of course, if you're changing colors. So I'm coming in and I'm going to do my single, stretching my thread, and my 1 chain. Maybe I should do 2 chain just to hide this thread a little bit more. Okay, so single 2 chain, double crochet on each stitch. Where we have that 1 chain space, we're doing 1 double crochet, and that goes for the oval part also. 1 per stitch and 1 inside of 1 chain space. And then I'm cutting my thread after this. Okay, so just double crochet even on the edges, 1 per stitch and 1 inside of the 1 chain space. Okay everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all my brown, my double crochets all the way around. Now I'm coming in with the off-white. This row will be all about the poof stitch, okay? So I'm going to start, just because we've been doing it that way. Right here, we have the last 2 double crochets here, so I'm going to right on this one right here. It's all going to be poof, so there's not really a difference on count here, edges or sides, okay? So I'm going to come in with a single to start off, okay? And 1, 2 chain. I'm coming back in that same stitch, actually not even 2 chain, I don't know what I was thinking. So a single and stretch your thread, okay? So that would be 1, 2, and make sure that you stretch it at the same time, 3 and 4. Okay, now we're going to skip a stitch. We're going to skip this next one. I'm not supposed to roll that on the hook. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but so skip a stitch into the next one and close it all together. So it's almost like doing a single, and this is the sideways poof. 2 chain. I'm going to come in where I did that single. We're going to call that the single, and stretch your thread. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip a stitch into the next one and close it all together. Now, of course, my hands are stretched out, and so it's much easier when I have it on my lap, right? Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip a stitch into the next one. Try to pull this all together and close it all at once. 1, 2 chain. Coming in where we did that single, 1, 2. Okay, this time I want to make sure you guys understand. So we have this stitch back here. I'm going to take this down again so you guys can understand it. When we go to the next stitch, okay, let's do that again. So we've closed that one. I'm going to stretch my thread, coming back in that single. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now when we skip a stitch and we go here, we're pretty much stretching the, it's like leaving a thread back here, okay? And we are closing. So if you turn around, you see this thread back here from going from one place to the other. Now we can hide that. So we're going to do 1, 2 chain here we're going to grab that single with that thread so we can hide it, and I'll show you in a second. One, so we're basically pulling that thread up top. The thread, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right there, pretty much hiding that thread away. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip a stitch and close it. Okay, so you see this thread here. When we're going to come back and do, so the thread is like right here in between the poof. We're going to do 1, 2 chain, and we're going to hide that thread right behind the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip a stitch and close it with single. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2 chain, coming behind, and I'm grabbing that thread and I'm hiding it. You don't have to, you can leave it as is. It's just going to leave a line behind there, which is fine. So I have 4, skip a stitch into the next one and close it in. 2 chain. So we're going to do this all the way around the same way. This is cream color, by the way. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so after so many years of crocheting, can you imagine that? I just found the trick where we don't need to have that little line going back there. And I'm going to give you an example on my other pattern. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you. So you see this line? On this one, I didn't grab the line behind, okay? So it leaves this line like that. I mean, it's not ugly because it's all lined up, but it's much prettier this way without the line. Now, I just discovered how we can do this without having a line and worrying about covering with the double crochets going in between. Wow, you discover something new or you learn something new every day. So I've done my 2 chain. I'm going to come in 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn once on your hook because this is exactly the line that goes across to the other one. So turn once on your hook, skip a stitch, and come in the next one. And there, no line behind. Can you imagine that after all of these years? 1, 2, and there is no line to grab. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip a stitch into the next one. Turn once on your hook so you don't get that line. Oh my God, I just discovered it. Just discovered it, and I'm just so happy I did. 1, 2, and there is no line that you have to worry about covering. 2, 3, and 4. Now, unless you want a line back there, skip a space, and the line automatically stays there. So we don't have to worry about it. I mean, how awesome is that? Oh my goodness. Well, you've just learned something new with me, unless you already knew that. I didn't know that. Okay, everyone, so we are on our last poof. I'm going to come in where I started the very first one and take it all out, 1 chain only, and I'm going to come and close it on the very stitch that we closed all of them together. Okay, and then cut our thread and then tuck in your loose ends, of course. I still can't get over that I just discovered how to do this poof stitch without having a lining in the back. I mean, I used to grab both linings like I showed you guys, not to show that line, or sometimes I didn't even bother, just let it be. After all of these years of experience, well, That tells you that you're always learning something new, right? So tuck in your loose ends, and I'm going to come back in with the brown again. Okay, everyone. So if we're going straight up where those 2 double crochets are of the blue, we're going to end up right here. Okay, but we're going to do 2 double crochets inside of each space here, the poop. So I need 28 groups of 2. So I've lined mine like this, and the other one is pretty much almost, let's see if I can get it here. But anyway, I think most important is for you to know this one, because then once you do your 28, you'll see where it follows. So I'm going straight up, and then you could even count as you're doing this. Okay, so I'm going to put my thread there. You could even count. So basically it's right on top where we have the 3 double crochets, because then we have the 4 here. Okay, so the first of the 3. I think it's the easiest way. So I'm going to do a slip stitch on there just to get that going, and 1 chain, coming back in and doing 2 double crochets per stitch. I need 28 groups of 2 double crochet. Okay, so count afterwards your 28. Remember what I said, I've started on the poof right on top of the first 3 double crochets. Okay, everyone, so I have 28 groups. I'm going to do until we have the 3 here, just before the 4, because I have to remember that this piece is bigger than the other one I did. So it lands almost on top of the 3 double crochets here. Okay, so I have 30 groups. Now on this one here, after my 30 groups, I'm doing 3 double crochet. We're going to alternate. On this one we're going to do 2. On the next one we're going to do 3. Next one we're going to do 2. And we're going to alternate more or less until about where we have the other 3 double crochet. But I'll come back to you once I'm done so I can show you. And I'll tell you how many I have done. I think it will work better that way for you guys to understand. So we're alternating 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet, and then 3 double crochet. So basically alternating in between 3 2 3 2 3 2. Okay, and then I'll let you know how many I've done. Okay, everyone, so I've done 37, starting from the very first one we did of the 3 3 2 3 2. So I've done 37 groups of these. Okay, and it pretty much stops almost on top of the 3 right after the 4 double crochets we've done there. So 37 groups. Okay, and now we continue with the 2 again. So we must have 30 groups of 2 double crochet, same thing as we have done on the other side. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I have the same amount on the edges, and I have the same amount, the 30 groups on the sides. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with a multicolored green. We're going to do the stands for the tulips. You can start anywhere. There's no specific order for this. So I'm just going to start here where we have the first two groups of the double crochet, single, one chain, and one for turning. Coming back in and doing my double crochet. I have to see on mine how many I skipped. I can't even remember. So 3. 1, 2, on my third one, double crochet, one chain, and double crochet. We're going to repeat this. Oops, no chain space. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Double crochet, one chain, come back in the same stitch, and do your double crochet. Skip 1, 2 on the third one, double crochet, one chain on the same stitch, double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all my V's. Now on the last one, I only skipped one and went into the next one. Okay, I didn't skip 2 because I needed one more, but that's no problem. Okay, so I'm going to come in anywhere you want. I'm going to start off here where we have the 3 double crochet. Doesn't matter where you start because we're just doing tulips. So I'm going to do a single, 1, 2 chain. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to do 4 incomplete double crochet. Now, if you're using thinner thread, then you can do 5 to make your tulips a little bit thicker. And then we're closing at once. 1, 2, 3 chain. See if 3 is good enough. It should be good enough. 1, 2, 3, and 4 incomplete double crochet, and then close it at once. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one. That's all we're going to do all the way around. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and close it together. 1, 2, 3 chain. Even on the oval, it will be the same thing. 2, 3, and 4 incomplete double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing all my tulips. I'm coming in with the cream color again, and I'm going to start. So we have the 4 double crochets here. This is just to guide you. We have the 3 there. So I'm going to start right after the 3 double crochets we have here in brown. Okay, we have those 3 there. So I'm starting the one right up top. So I'm going to do single and 2 chain, doing 3 double crochets, I have to check always my pattern to be my guideline. So into the next, we're doing 3 double crochets again, all the way until we meet just before the corner here. So we have those 3 double crochets. Where am I at? Here. So I'll meet you here. Okay, we have the groups of 2 just before the 3 double crochet. So 3 double crochets. Okay, everyone. So far I've done 20 groups of 3. And this falls right in between here of the 2 groups, which we have. The next one falls right on top of the 3 when we first started doing those 3 double crochets. So now here I'm going to do, we're going to alternate again. So 4 double crochets because we're heading to the edge, to the oval part. Next one, 3 double crochet. Next one, 4 double crochet. So we're going to alternate exactly how we did on the previous row. And I'm going to stop where it ends, the 3 double crochets here. So I'll let you know how many I have created. Okay? So group of 3, group of 4, group of 3, group of 4. Okay, everyone. So counting from the very first one we did with the 4, I've done 31 groups of 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay, and now I'm going to do my 20, which I already have 1, 2. So my groups of 3 now. Okay. Okay, everyone. So pretty much finished this edge 2 and counting from the 4 that we started all the way to the other end, 31. So we have the same amount on the edges and also at the sides. Okay. So now we're almost there. We're going to come in the same stitch, or you can do your 3 chains up as you used to doing your double crochet. So single 1 chain, that's my height already. I stretched enough to give me my double crochet. I'm going to do another double crochet. So I'm going to create groups of 6 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to come in my 4th and create those groups of the 6 double crochet. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3, coming in my 4th and creating again. We're going to do this all the way around the same way, including the edges. That's why we have to do the increase there to make sure that we get that curve properly. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Skip 1, 2, 3. Come in your 4th and do your 6 double crochets. Then after this, I'm cutting my thread. We have about 3 rows left. 3 or 4, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, yeah, 3 rows left, and we're pretty much done after that. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm close to the end, and if I skip 1, 2, 3 and come in my fourth, I would only have to do 1 double crochet. That wouldn't work, right? So I'm going to go back, taking out 2 groups here, and I'm going to also take out, instead of 5 chain, I'm going to do 4 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2. I'm going to come in my third and do 2 double crochet. On my third one, I'm doing an increase of 2 on the same stitch. So I have 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to skip 1, 2 on my third. It makes no difference on the pattern, by the way. And so on the third double crochet here, I'm going to do an increase again. So I have 4, 5, and 6. Now let me just do my count to make sure I'm okay. Okay, so I think I should be okay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, skip 1, 2, 3 on my fourth, double crochet, 1 per stitch. So I have 3, 4, 5, and my 6. That means 1, 2, 3, and into the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no biggie. So here on 2 of them, we added 2 together on the same stitch and skipped only 2 and went into the third twice. Okay, so I'm going to cut my thread now. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to try with my yellow to see if I like it, so we can be balanced with the colors here. If I don't like it, then I'm taking it down and using a lighter blue or something. Okay, so now we are going to do inside, you can start anywhere. Inside of this 5 chain, I'm going to do 7 double crochet. So I started with a single and 1 chain. That's the height of my first double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, coming into the next one and creating those 7 double crochets again. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets and 4 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished my yellow. Coming back in with the cream color, we have 1 more row left after this. So I'm going to go into the first double crochet. We're going to be alternating double crochets here. So single one chain would be my first double crochet. On the same one, I have an increase, 2 together. Next one, 1 alone. Next one, 2 together. And it's going to be like this and all of them. Next one, 1 alone. Next one, 2 together. That means that we're going to have a total of 11 double crochets. 1 alone, and the last one, our 7th double crochet, we have 2 together. So we have 2 on the first one, 1 on the next one, 2 on the next one, 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? I'm going to come straight down. We're not working the first double crochet and we're not working the last one. So we're going to make sure you grab that yellow in between to hide it. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 incomplete double crochet. So I have 5 on my hook. And now I'm going to close them all together. Again, coming on that first double crochet with 2 double crochets. Next one, 1 alone. So we're basically repeating the 11 double crochets, always by alternating 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone. Total of 11 double crochets. Last one, 2 together. Again, coming on our second double crochet, make sure you grab that yellow also, that 4 chain we did. Incomplete double crochet, my second, my third, and my fourth. We have 5 loops on the hook. We take it all out at once. Come directly into the first double crochet and repeat your 2 double crochets together, 1 alone. Next stitch, 2 together, 1 alone. 2 together, 1 alone, and 2 together. Just one more time. Incomplete. Make sure you grab that yellow also behind it. 1, 2, 3, and 4 incomplete double crochet. So we have 5 loops on the hook. Close it all at once and start your first double crochet with 2 double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, last row. Coming in with my royal blue. I'm going to skip that first double crochet and I'm coming in the second one with a slip stitch. This is very easy to do and it's a beautiful stitch. 1 chain into the next one, slip stitch, 1 chain into the next one, slip stitch. That's all you have to do to the motifs here. Trying to hide my little thread here as I go. So slip stitch on, we don't work the first one and we don't work the last one. No chain on the last one. So before the last one, okay? We don't work this last one. So just slip stitch. Turn twice on your hook. We're doing triple. Coming in that double crochet. Take out 2. Whoops. Take out 2 and hold it on your hook. So we have 2 on the hook, plus I've turned twice. Coming into the next one. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 3. Coming on that second double crochet again, slip stitch. 1 chain, slip stitch. And this is how we're going to do all the way around. Of course, you can choose whatever colors you guys want. I was debating on the brown or the royal blue, but I think I'll leave the royal blue. No chain here. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, so turn twice on your hook. We're doing triple. Coming in that first. In the bottom, stretch your thread. Take out once, take out twice. Leave the other one. Turn twice. Come into the next one here. Take out once, take out twice, and take the 3 of them out. Into the second double crochet, slip stitch, 1 chain, slip stitch, 1 chain, slip stitch, 1 chain. So basically we're working only in the inner double crochets. Okay, and this pretty much does it for this tutorial. Very similar to the other pattern, but you will see the difference on here. Here we have the motifs like that, and this one is just groups of double crochets. Okay, so I will see you in the next tutorial. Stay tuned maybe for the doily, the round doily for this oval, so we can have a set for the people that are selling and supporting their families. Take care, everybody. God bless. Thank you so much for being here. Please give a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. It costs you nothing and it helps us. God bless you. Until next time. Bye-bye, everyone.